a beautiful day. I don't know what else to say.
This is Tuesday. Welcome to Tuesday with seamless intros.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? We always try new things. Hey, it is Tuesday. Thank you guys for hanging out. We have Mr. Rogers here. We've got Logan. We've got Matt. We've got St. Nick.
Barfy Gnome!
Barfy
Oh,
Gnome.
Barfy
Oh.
Or
That's
Alphabet
a new-
Gnome.
That's a new thing.
I love it. Oh my gosh.
That's from Gravity Falls. Anybody else know that?
Gravity Falls.
Gravity Falls cartoon.
Oh gosh, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what's the one we're watching right
Big
now.
Mouth, dude.
Big Mouth.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, what are you guys doing this
It's gonna light on
Tuesday?
fire.
Thank you for hanging out with us. Hopefully you guys are kicking it with a cocktail. Last time we had a little bit of some mic issues, so can you give us a little thumbs up, like that we are good to go?
And don't worry, we scolded him afterwards.
Yeah,
I was gonna say.
I got in trouble. Oh my goodness gracious. So tonight we are super stoked. We have a guest, as you have seen. We have got Lincoln Live, Mitzi de la Cruz. By the skin of your teeth.
I know.
What's happening? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Is Sam coming?
Yeah.
Oh.
She ran out to the car because I forgot your gift.
Oh, and Sam! Who will be here in a little bit, real quick. Well, awesome. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah?
Just excited to be here. How are you?
I'm tired as all hell. Honestly.
Long day.
We're all just like, goodness freaking gracious. But yes, long day. Absolutely. Hey, that's the honest truth, right?
End
Yeah.
of year, dude.
Yeah.
End of year. I
End
know.
of year.
It's crazy.
Yep.
Everybody super busy.
No,
Are
it's
you?
like,
Yeah, I mean,
it's
I'm
like-
flying back to St. Louis in like 3 days, dude. Ugh.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
You leave
Like
Friday?
30-degree weather.
Ooh, dude, screw that.
It's not far off from here in the morning.
30
Yeah.
degree weather.
Dude, it's cold, man.
You know, there's a reason why the settlers kept going, right?
Yeah,
They
no.
just went right on past.
I mean, yeah. There's not
Okay,
much-
here she is. We have got Sam. How are you?
I'm good.
You're already ready to go. You got a cocktail in hand, and you're awesome, ready to go.
Yes.
And oh, as always, we've got Dan, who is making our signature Tuesday night. We don't know what it is. Cocktail.
Neither do I.
Just making it up.
Just random.
All the and proudly brought to you by way of us tasting and enjoying it and saying how much we love it by Harden Heating and Air.
Hey! I just realized, yes, Hard and Heating Air sponsors our drinks for them.
For them.
For them.
Right.
This is really
Right.
for you. Cheers.
Oh, what do you drink? What do you got?
An old fashioned.
Old fashioned. Yeah, first thing is, so she gets in, we're like, okay, do you want like something to drink, whatever? I'm like, you want some wine? White wine, red? She's like, nah, I like whiskey. I was like, freaking A. Awesome. Awesome. Welcome to the club. What's your go-to?
Well, I love red wine. I love a good red wine.
Mmm.
But usually vodka cranberry or vodka Red Bull. That's
I was
nice.
gonna say, I don't think do we have any good red? Yeah, we have some red wine here and there.
Yeah.
Around the back.
We used to have Red Bull.
Yeah. She's like, nah.
Yeah.
You
I'll
guys
go for the,
are ridiculous.
go for the drink.
Yeah. So tell us, this is, and we've got two, like, I don't know, I've been saying,
All
like,
sorts of things.
forces combined. This
Yes.
is pretty rad.
It is way cool. You know
Yeah.
what? I stumbled on your guys' show and I was super intrigued. Like, this is great.
Mm,
I love what you guys are
thank you.
doing.
Good. We don't know what we're doing.
No, it's fun. It's authentic. It's unscripted. Like, you're just having a good time.
I know everybody, when we have guests on, they're like, what are we talking about? We're like, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But pretty much it's going to be with you, though. So that's all. So actually, when we had started, and I want to hear your story about Lincoln Live. We all do. It got brought up to us. We're like, oh, Lincoln Live. Well, I'm not sure what that is. So we went and checked everything out. And we're like, oh man, she's been doing this for a long time. So how did you get started?
Well, so it's funny. When I first got started in the real estate field, actually, you know, there was this mad push to start building relationships and meeting people and everything in a really meaningful way. So I figured, you know, what better way to start getting to know people than blogging and writing their story.
Yeah.
Well, that was cool. You know, initially I started blogging about real estate. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
If they're not buying or selling, they don't care.
Nah.
So nobody was reading it, like 6 people. I'm like, hey, 10 of you said
Yeah.
you're going to read it, so someone's buying.
Yeah. And And 2 of you pointed out my typos.
I know. So then, I actually ended up writing a story about a little boy doing a lemonade stand for a family friend, and the little boy had cancer, and I mean, not the boy doing the stand, but the little boy that had the lemonade stand. And I wrote that story, and I had all these different people reading the story. Everybody was interested. It was a whole different response. Well, so I said, okay, so nobody cares about real estate. I can see that, but people do care about stories and people, and so I got really busy in real estate and just kind of put the blogging to the wayside, and then decided that I was going to start blogging again a few New Years ago, and
I was gonna say you've been going for what, 2, 3?
3.5.
I was gonna say 3. I was scrolling back and I was just like, oh goodness, this keeps on going. That's awesome.
Yeah, you see my old assistant was holding my cell phone and her hands are shaking, and I'm yelling at her, "Stop checking the camera!"
That's when Facebook first had the live feature. They came out probably. Yeah.
Probably right.
How does this work? You saw so many people like looking and down, up at noses and everything.
Totally.
So so you go out to businesses, you go to them, and then they tell you everything, right? Is that a recent thing that's the focus, or is it more just human interest stories? That's how it started.
Yeah. Well, so that shed.
Human interest. Talk about sheep. Of course, it's going to be a human interest.
That
Speak for
shed
yourself,
light
bud.
into what people wanted to see. Like, people wanted to know more about people, their stories, and what was important to them. So I tried to start blogging again, but again, got really busy, never actually finished the article. Chris Wyatt with the Potters, she was my first
story.
Yes.
Oh man.
When I had revisited blogging, and so I called her one day and I said, "Chris, I know I promised you this article like 3 months ago. Phone's been ringing off the hook. So sorry. I don't want to waste your time. Instead of doing another interview, let's just go live on Facebook." So thank God she said yes, because
for me.
this looks amazing, by the way.
He doesn't mess around.
Doesn't mess around. So after your story, we're gonna find out what's in it.
Awesome.
Don't drink it yet, because if you cheers, you will have years of bad luck.
That's yours.
Or no, if you drink before cheers, that's what I meant to say. Okay, keep going.
Well, anyway, that's pretty much it. She agreed to do the story.
Yeah.
My then assistant Andra and I went to McBean Park and we interviewed her. And wake up the next day, there's like 3,000 views. Like, people love Chris.
Yeah.
And people love Friends McBean and everything that's been done with the Potters and all that. So anyway.
Sick.
Yeah.
Well, cheers to you for being a interesting resident of Lincoln and talking to everybody.
Cheers.
I
Cheers,
love-
Brad.
I met the best people.
I can imagine. All right, okay, Dan, tell us what's in this.
And how we have to
Cheers.
consume
What is
it
the
correctly.
proper
I,
consumption?
honest to God, do not know what to call this thing. I completely made this myself.
Should we call it orange
This
kush?
could be really bad, by the way, you guys.
What'd you do with the top part of the popsicle?
That went into the bottom of this.
Okay,
I muddled it in.
Just making sure.
So I
That's what
smashed it in.
Okay.
So these are orange creamsicles, but these are vegan.
Oh, for all you veganeers out there.
Going hot in.
How much beef is in a normal creamsicle?
It's all about that protein, bro.
But then it has a couple shots of Sailor Jerry's, some orange crush,
Ooh.
and to soften it down just a little bit, I put in.
Club soda.
Club soda.
What? No way. You
Dan
put
Club
soda?
soda.
Dan doesn't use club soda at all for anything.
Yeah, that's good. That's
Oh,
really
man.
good.
Oh, snap. That's really good.
Oh, that is not terrible.
I'm
All
glad
right,
it's
what's
good.
everybody having on this Tuesday
honestly,
night?
I
Tag
had
it,
no
tag it.
idea.
What you got?
What?
We probably have Scott to having a nice IPA. Probably gonna have Brian Miller Lite. He's got one. Who else? It's funny.
Anybody
After-
at home that has like a really good chocolatey stout, try like burning the crap out of a marshmallow and putting it in.
Oh, dang.
Turning it into what?
Did you hear that?
Into the
The
stout?
Yeah.
Really?
That's
Oh, yeah.
vegan.
Hmm.
And then
Chocolate
at the
stout?
end,
Burn
nice
marshmallow in, dude.
boozy burnt marshmallow.
So, there.
Sounds like
That's
hot
round
chocolate
two.
right there.
So, I hope you
We are
have
so lucky on Tuesday. Not everybody's
I
having these
forgot whipped
crap
cream. I was
things all
supposed to put whipped cream on it.
And as you'll notice, we are completely 100% full festive in our sweaters. Mr. Rogers is going to change his shoes a couple times.
Happy Hanukkah.
Yeah.
Happy Hanukkah.
It's got blue and white.
At the last second.
Yeah.
We are multicultural.
We were gonna come in on onesies, by the way, but we decided that.
We probably shouldn't. Like, what?
Yeah, if we were all
Possibly.
like onesies, would you guys just be like, what is going on?
I would have been sad I wasn't informed, honestly.
So what did you guys do last night? I showed up to a party with a bunch of
Unicorn
guys
one.
in pajamas.
Like for
Just
work?
hanging out.
Yeah, for work.
It was great. Totally.
That would have given
Oh my
me
gosh.
actually reason to wear it, so
Yeah.
I'm a little bummed we didn't go that direction.
Well, we can
That's
always have
funny.
you back on and go that direction at
Yeah.
any point.
Donnie and Poppy's in the house.
Oh!
Hello, hello.
Happy
Natalie
holidays
says
from
hello.
your favorite son.
What's going on?
Natalie, where is our jam, Natalie? I have been waiting.
Oh, man.
For what?
Jam.
Tab jam.
She's got a tab jam going on.
Oh, okay.
And with Lincoln Pizza. We're waiting on our signature pizza.
We got all sorts of
We're
signatures.
just gonna. We should just go bust in there and just be like, "Where's our pizza?"
Yeah, I'll go.
I want the Tavern pizza. Go.
Natalie, yes,
Next
you were
Tuesday,
wrong.
brought to you
Natalie
by
said
Lincoln
you'd
PD.
She likes the nice. Oh wait, no, you were right. You said that.
Yeah, she knows.
Oh well, you were right then, Natalie. Goodness gracious.
Jeez.
Scott Olson, yes, absolutely, 100%. You're having a beer, which actually, bro, guess what? Just finished the last one. When did we have beers the other day? We were watching football. Sunday. Was it Sunday?
Yeah, it was Sunday because football was on.
We're sick fighting weight. You guys should see
I
me
just
with my
found out
shirt
how
off.
much fighters make per second generally, and
It's not good
makes
money.
me want to be sick.
Yeah, it is not good money whatsoever.
Per second.
No.
So let's go back to
Really?
Lincoln Live.
What do you
Okay,
mean it's
so
not
you
good
got
money?
that started, and you started with the blogging part, right? So
Yeah.
what do you love about it?
Yeah.
What's so fun?
I love meeting people and
Yeah.
I love
Okay.
hearing their story. And I feel like most people are
I mean, I guess.
most nervous to share their story.
Yeah.
And you know, the first thing I tell people is that's what people want to know. Like,
Mhm.
you know, nobody wants to see like that filtered, like, you know, totally, completely, you know, made up version of you or your story. Like they want to know the raw,
The
you know.
unfiltered beard.
Yes.
That's untrue. We love our hair and makeup people. You're
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
You're fine.
Barbara,
Come
you
on.
are the best.
Hair's looking sharp.
It's a bonus.
We
This
haven't
does
had
not
we
happen
haven't had a
naturally.
wet mullet appearance in a while. Sorry.
Is
Started a little bit creepy there.
So.
that a regular thing?
We got a couple of
Damn,
we've had a couple of
Is that how you tell me you haven't showered in a while?
Yeah,
I haven't had a wet mullet in a week.
yeah. Usually happens when I'm like, you know.
I was like, shit, I
no,
should
never mind.
Give me time.
So who wants to open the gift that we brought you?
Oh.
Yeah.
So I opened it
It's
up.
the holiday
Get ready.
We thought we were supposed to. Where's our
Me and
gift?
you.
The
Well,
creamsicle.
you gotta open
Best
it.
out of seven.
No, it's you. Ty, you're opening it.
You gotta open it.
Like, you're playing by yourself, bro. Don't
That's great.
That's weird when you do that.
Well, thank you very much. I wish I would have known. I would have brought you one. What do you want?
What do we got?
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm
Yeah.
good. You know
got
what?
some
That's
hat hangers over there.
oh,
It's okay,
You might be just so excited.
But
Give me a
oh yeah.
she
I
was.
know.
Wow.
Give me a plate. Give me a minute, actually.
There's a
Give me
lot
a
going
minute.
on in here.
Yeah.
Hold on.
We got
Hold
layers
on.
and layers and stories and stories.
I mean,
You
Well,
know
this
what?
is super
give them
awesome.
the
Yeah.
basketball
Well,
hoop.
I want to hear your story.
Mine?
Yeah, I want to hear
Ours,
yours.
I should say.
Our
Together.
story.
Yeah.
Okay, Mike started, and let's go around. And after, so did you ever play that game where you actually started a story and then you looked and you have to finish it and carry it over?
So you have to tell
Yeah.
the Muckross story,
It's
but you can only
almost
say one word.
Is that a word?
It's a new
No.
segment.
Alright.
The muck. We call it the muck.
So only one word?
Oh man, what is this?
One
Alright.
sentence. One sentence.
No way! Tic tac toe with shot glasses.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
a game
dang.
changer right there.
This is going to make someone poop in their pants.
Let's go.
And then you're gonna play.
Yeah.
But it's not good at tic tac toe because you know.
This goes right up with
Sucks.
this game
I was about to
that
say.
Jeff made for us.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh man, awesome.
Yeah.
This is the first. Well, it's just not the first gift, but I mean, still, pretty damn good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so our story. How do we get started doing this crazy stuff?
Us?
Yeah.
Alright,
You.
so we do this all the time anyways, and then one day we just thought it'd be a great idea to videotape it.
That's almost wrong.
You sure? Your mom said, "Look at poor Mike's bald spot." Naughty.
Okay,
You're killing me.
wrong angle. You need to shift that way.
Yeah.
Come on,
I'm
Mom.
looking at it right now. It is pretty bad.
Just
Thanks, Mom.
Hey, if anybody out in
it would have been fine.
Lincoln in the 12 has a smoke infusion machine, Natalie needs it, because that apparently is how she's going to complete the Tab Jam. So, tag Natalie. She's in the thread, the comments.
Yeah.
We have a
Is that-
smoker.
is that just made by
like
Trigger?
the little smoker
Uses it
during.
to meet.
Yeah. That puts
Well,
place
that's
in
a
it.
brewery.
Yeah.
I feel like there's gotta be a brewery that's got
I heard that
something
kills
handy.
COVID, so.
Yeah, true. There's a lot of stuff that kills it.
Yeah.
Or gives it to you. It's
Anyway.
typically after 10 o'clock. All right, so how do we start? All right, so actually, yes, we hang out here a lot, and it was right at the start of the lockdown. It was, we're bored AF, so what are we going to do? Hey, you know, it'd be funny if we just, like, went live.
Well, you were practicing stuff for work.
Yeah, I was practicing stuff for
I was
work.
like, I gotta do some stuff and practice recording some stuff for work,
Yep.
for podcasts, and some live stuff for your
Yep.
clients. And you're like, let me set it up and let's do something.
I
So
love
we-
that.
So we actually just started you know, chit-chatting, shooting the shit, driving on my beer class.
Kind of.
But
No.
So embarrassing.
Why? You're the only one that got me. She's
I was
staring at
trying
me
to-
the whole time, like, he's got creamsicle on his
It was
face.
You didn't have to
distracting.
yell it out.
Thank you so much.
You don't have to yell it out. By the way, your bald spot looks great.
Yeah, it's called Raw and Unfiltered.
Well, you zip up your pants.
So anyways, so we're on, we were hanging out, and then like, we should just go ahead and do this. Went with just a phone and just started talking about what was going on and connecting with people in 12 Bridges specifically, and then kind of gained a little bit of traction. We're like, man, it'd be kind of cool. We're just sitting joking around going, it'd be cool if we had someone else on here that we would interview. And so that's when we drove down to talk to the crew at Infusion and Citizen Vine. And then I was like, all right, that was fun. Let's do that again.
Yes.
And then next thing you know, a year later, and we're connecting with, you know, you guys. And I think at the end of the day, if we have fun, we entertain, you know, everybody that is hanging out watching us, and we can promote businesses, especially in a time like this. Shoot. Then there you go. It's worth it.
Yes.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
what do you do for work?
Oh, no marketing company.
I know, but I just want
Oh.
my audience on Lincoln Live.
So
yeah.
what?
Yes, thank
Yeah.
you.
I own a marketing company.
Great segues
Yeah.
by Ty.
When I was telling you we didn't know what we're doing, it's real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
The
that's,
volume's clicking a little bit.
It's clicking. It's probably because we're laughing.
We're loud.
We're laughing.
calm
Okay.
down, gentlemen.
Yes. Sorry. Margaret Crespillo. I know that. I know. Margaret. I know her from a long time ago. Let me just check this real quick. How's she doing these days? I'm gonna talk to her in a bit.
She's amazing. I just had lunch with her today, and yeah. I just
Good to
like
go.
her. Amazing.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. Oh, that's Tyler. She didn't recognize me. I have spoke in your office like at least 5 times. Goodness gracious. I know, the beard and the mullet, it'll do it every time. Okay, so over the course of 3 years, I have to imagine you have talked to how many businesses?
You know what? I literally, in 3.5 years, have missed Lincoln Live maybe less than 10, less than the amount of fingers you can hold up on 2 hands.
That's 10, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
that is. For most people.
Alright, you know what? It could be.
Man, do you use Common Core for that or what?
Explain how you got there.
Oh, no.
Jeez.
So that's awesome. In that amount of time.
Yeah, and it's
Man.
weekly. It's weekly. We just,
Yeah.
and actually we did a marathon as soon as COVID hit. We did a marathon because we just really wanted to help people tell their stories. Like,
Yeah.
solid for like a month.
Well, we didn't set out to do businesses, and honestly, we didn't set out to do Tuesdays to cramp a new style at all. I think it was just we were at a Tuesday. We're like,
It was just Tuesday.
nobody's doing
Nobody-
anything on a Tuesday.
Yeah. I don't think you're cramping on the
Not
style.
at all.
Oh, your
No.
day.
You're
Sorry.
adding to it.
Can I tell you? You know what? It's like I look forward to Tuesday evening now. Like back in the day when I'd be like waiting for a certain show to come on.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's gonna be on Tuesday at 7. It's gonna be so great. So this show is like amazing.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Which is a great segue to our sponsorship with Netflix. Oh, that is Sorry.
Hey,
We're
still
still going.
Still negotiations.
We're
Sorry.
still working on PBS, and we might have a chance to.
That will never happen. We made it literally 2 minutes
Yeah.
in this episode.
We talk about
2
too
minutes.
many big things.
So many projects.
So
So many projects. So many
Parking lot.
projects. Yeah. Just put it in the parking lot. Yeah, so it's cool too because we start doing this and we love Lincoln, we're residents of Lincoln, want to promote it, support it as it grows. But like we did this just having fun. We didn't really expect anything of it,
No,
right? Not at all. You've been in a restaurant, someone's like, I know you. I've been walking around here and they're like, are you the guy on? And then it's just like, yeah.
I feel like
The
that's
shave
weird.
ice.
Just
That's
the way
amazing.
Yeah.
Like you.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
either Moses or Ty from Tap Talk.
That one time when your mic wasn't working, it was so hilarious. Which, thank you very much, Rock and Carrie from Rancho Robles.
That was amazing.
Yeah,
I love
I
that.
know.
Fantastic.
that
Yeah,
was
they were
awesome.
fantastic.
Stupid
Yeah.
ass.
Because
Yeah.
you had them on a couple weeks
So
before us,
much.
right?
Well, and I actually had them on. It's so crazy. I can tell you the day that I had Carrie on last because it was the day of the campfire. That's the only reason I know.
Got
To
it.
see all the smoke, and anyway, we don't need to go down that terrible bunny trail. But my internet kept like
Glitching out.
yeah. So
Same with us.
yeah,
It's
it was
so
so weird, right? I was like, what is going on? So, but we've thrown like client appreciation parties there, Lincoln Live guest appreciation parties.
That's cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Good idea.
yeah, it's
Man.
super fun because everyone gets to connect and
Yeah,
network, and
yeah.
it's pretty cool.
Man.
Yeah.
Plus, their wine's amazing.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm not even into wine, and we go.
I'm thinking. No, I'm thinking.
Oh,
No,
you
they
are
do
thinking.
a really good job. They're
I
one of
thought
the only
that's
ones
the,
that have
like,
a
you guys
sparkling
should
in the
do
area,
this
to be
again.
honest.
No, I'll be like Ty.
Well, they have
Oh,
a lot
okay.
of stuff that a lot of places done around.
Right. I'm just saying though, like
The grapes.
Chardonnay. Well, I mean, it's from Monterey
for,
and stuff, but like
for
yeah.
my wife and stuff like that. Sparkling is fantastic, by
Oh.
the way. Yeah.
So, who has been your most interesting guest?
Keep in mind your guests are right across.
They are. They are.
Yeah.
Well,
You MFers.
We are here in your corner.
well, I like to live in the moment. I I have loved all of my guests, but I will tell you, my very, very favorite guest
Yeah.
was my 16-year-old son, James.
Mm.
And that's because...
James, if you're watching, bro.
Hey James. I don't know if you're watching.
Wait, you should do an embarrassing moment about James. I wish.
Oh.
no.
Oh my
yes.
God! You know what? I'll tell you guys off camera.
We have a little
Back
thing
to
called
it.
embarrassing moment that's about Matt, and we're about which we're about out of them.
Oh yeah.
Until you wore that sweater.
Oh, we're almost done.
Okay, so you're starting.
So it was actually this year,
Okay.
and it was April,
Yeah.
and that's Autism Awareness Month.
Mhm.
And my son's on the spectrum,
Mhm.
and he is amazing. And just seeing the transformation in him from the day he was diagnosed,
Yep.
or the day that I knew that there was something that we needed to kind of have addressed with him, to now at 16, he's like the coolest. Like he's at Lincoln High, right? He's
Yeah.
like walking down the halls. I'm there for back to school night. All the football players and cheerleaders are coming off the field from the homecoming game because they scheduled both in the same night for whatever reason.
Right.
Anyway, and all the cheerleaders, all the football players are like, "Hey James, hey James, hey James." He's like, "What's up?" And he's a freshman. I'm like, "Oh my goodness!" Like, "Hey James." This girl's all. I'm all, "You better tell her hi." He's like, "I don't want a relationship, Mom. I'm not ready for that."
I would say,
Dang.
16. Well done,
Oh my
sir.
God.
Well
Oh,
done.
dang.
Yeah,
Wise beyond his years.
Yeah. but that's why they chase him. You know.
Wow. So, when did you get started on the wheel spin? What's the wheel spin all about?
So, probably.
Kind of a cool thing.
It's fun, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's what, like, I like hearing the little. Yeah, it was just encouragement for
Yeah.
people to share because I wanted to make the most of my guest time.
Mhm.
So if they're gonna carve out, however long our interview is, with me and then with our audience answering questions, telling their story, I want them to reach as many people as they can.
Sure.
So if the folks watching will share the live video, then they're entered into the raffle, and so that's what we do.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That's what
Yeah.
we do too. So
Yeah, we do nothing like that.
Share light.
You got, oh my God, look how amazing this is. You got the ring light, you got the
I know. I asked, but I got that.
We have a lot of
Nice.
staff
Yes.
holding all of these things.
Yeah. You should see all the people it takes to put this
Behind the
together.
scenes.
It's sweat and the
Crazy.
tears. 'Cause I'm
Crazy.
yelling at them.
Lots of
I only
tears.
like sparkling water.
To make this giant warehouse look like your garage is a lot of work.
Yeah.
the green room.
So this is your house. Is
Yeah.
it? Okay.
Yeah.
So was
And
this
it's
here
white
when
rose
you
We're
bought
on
the
a
house?
set. We're on a set. Wait, say that again.
Okay. So was this here when you bought the set?
Nope.
I honestly thought this
Okay.
was a bar every time I watched.
Did
Really?
you?
Hey!
We did so good.
Okay.
So did
So
they.
good.
Whatever.
Google Maps, you're like, let's go to the tavern. Oh shit, this is
Oh.
yeah.
It's not.
Yeah. Well, so much so that the ABC has graced us with their presence.
Stop it.
Hey, it's ABC.
What?
Nice to see
You're
you.
going to be signing our wall. So
Okay.
all the guests have signed our wall.
I love it.
It's right here.
ABC have signed the wall.
So elaborate. I want to hear that story.
You'll have to watch it. When did we just talk about this?
Yeah,
Uh,
tell
last
us the
week.
SWAT team.
We talked about it last week.
Was
Was
it
it last week?
No, we talked about it last week.
I
So
watched that.
the crackly mic probably affected
Yeah,
a little bit
yeah,
of it.
yeah.
But
Was it last week?
yeah, it
Well,
was
then we
last
need to
week.
revisit.
Yes, let's
Yes,
revisit.
recap.
Recap.
Great.
Well, someone in the area called and filed a complaint, and I don't know if it was a resident or if it was a business, and said that they're running an illegal operation, so you need to check them out. And so they showed up, and
Well,
they,
first they did investigation. They watched our show.
they watched it, all of them. Yeah.
All of it.
Thanks. We got all those views.
And it's all because of Scott.
You showed them.
Yeah.
We've actually only had 3 viewers and all of ABC.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm at work talking to the team, and my wife is just like blowing me up on the phone. I was like, okay, I put it away, and all of a sudden she starts blowing up everybody else. And all of a sudden they're like, your wife's
Okay,
calling
it's
us
real.
to get to you. I'm like, what?
That's serious.
Yeah.
The ABC is at the front door and they want to talk to you. I was like,
Oh yeah. Full SWAT gear.
well, at first I was like,
or
ABC,
full
what
gear.
are you talking about? They're like, yeah,
Always
and
be
the-
closing. I'm in
always-
the meeting,
yeah.
babe.
Yeah.
So anyways, I jam home, walk up, first thing I'm like, so who wants a drink? And they started laughing. They're like, and so we started talking, okay, yeah, you guys have been reported, so we just need to make sure there's no till, there's no money, there's no nothing. And I was like, check it out. They're like, okay. He said, we've watched pretty much all the shows, and either you are doing something so illegal under our nose, it's the most amazing thing, or you're just a bunch of guys having fun in a freaking garage, you know? And I was like, yeah, B. And he's like, all right, we cool.
It's like a heavy
Alright.
beat. It's like one of those that you just like continuously circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
You have, like, a little
can't say
thing right
names,
now.
not gonna say names, but story is there, totally cool. So whoever called, we apologize for pissing you off, but neener.
And then they offered to sell us firearms. ATF, call on ABC.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Just kidding.
Too many
And
acronyms.
I've got nothing of Chinese origin in here.
Well, that took a dark turn.
Yeah. So anyway, so that was, yeah. So we've had a good time. This is very heavy. This is a lot of good stuff in here.
Yeah, that's why I asked for
You
not
should
a
follow it up with a
second
bottle of port. You feel
It was
There's a lot of sugar in one drink, and
Yeah, yeah.
It was
It's
interesting.
good.
it's good.
We've had a great COVID because
That's
that
when
was
it gets dangerous. Is when it's too
that was
much
pretty
sugar.
Super. So Scott says he's pro ABV. Yeah, you didn't call, bro. Come on now, because we've had your stuff. It's delicious. So Marguerite thought it was a bar too. Yeah. Well,
Thank you.
we're good at set
Not the
creation.
only one.
I have a bar in my garage.
Yeah.
I do.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm building a bar.
Yeah. Literally. Oh yeah.
Literally
This girl.
building the
Oh
bar.
my god.
Mm.
Amazing.
I got a bar next door.
Yeah, you
Bar
do.
next door. Okay, so tell us more about the businesses. So your son was a favorite one.
Yeah.
What about the businesses in Lincoln?
So you know it's funny because
I know you can't say that like your kids, right? They're my favorite.
they're great. Yeah. No, my kids. I have 6 kids. They know who's the favorite.
Holy smokes. Yeah, they know. Yeah.
We don't keep secrets.
Guys, it's
They're gonna find out now or when the will. You know. I don't want to make it awkward. So.
It's like you all need to go.
The will's in
and
your
you
name,
can
and the adoption
stay.
paperwork is in yours. Bye-bye.
Exactly. No, but I mean, I've had some amazing guests. I've had some great times. There's been, a lot of different ideas. Like, I did Spitfire Cafe one time, and so I thought, oh my goodness, like, why are we doing this I think at the time it was right after, everything started to change. So we
Yeah.
actually did it via Zoom. Well, that was lame.
Oh,
I want to
yeah.
be in the plane. Like, how
Yeah.
far up in the air
Yeah.
or in the helicopter or whatever, how far up in the air can I get a signal? Like, I want to do it, do it,
So
really.
do the show from the air.
Why not?
What's their business? I'm
Shit,
sorry.
yeah.
Oh, the Spitfire Cafe, they do, I know.
What?
I'll take you up.
They have a
You fly
cafe.
helicopters?
Planes.
Oh, you planes. Okay, so does he.
Helicopters are scary.
Yeah, I know that.
Spitfire is over at the airport.
Yeah,
Yes.
Spitfire out at the airport. Okay, gotcha.
And so they have a cafe, and
Yep.
they also do flight lessons and all of that. So really cool business model. They pretty much employ whoever's looking to get their pilot
Thank you.
certificate,
Yep.
so they can kind of
Thank you.
work off,
Mhm.
you know, their the hours and all of that.
Oh,
So that way
that's cool.
it's available to everyone.
Thank you, sir.
That's
Because
amazing.
I had that
I
back
love it.
when I was working at mine, or when I started. I would have been all over it. Because I was at that prime age of 19 where I was like, all I did was waitress anyway, so it would have been perfect.
Took a waitress from the air.
We're waitressing on the fly.
No,
Those
I
called
was
flight
waitressing.
attendants. Yeah, those are not at all
Taking
what
my
we're talking. That
kids
sounds like
by
waitressing.
spending
All
in
my money to
exchange.
try and fly.
No, at their cafe,
Yeah.
all the or a
Sorry.
majority of the employees are working towards a private pilot's license.
Yes.
Sailor Jerry's has caused me to not understand anything anybody's gonna say.
Great.
You're
Well,
welcome.
show's over, guys.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
Have a good night.
Good night, America.
It's like every week though by now. So last week.
Right about
Have a good
now.
time.
Oh, last week was.
Oh yeah, we definitely went along last week.
That would be an amazing idea though. Like going up and it's like, hey everybody, just
Right?
like even just a couple minutes just showing the aerial view of everything. That'd be pretty sweet.
Did you ever get up there?
No, I mean I've been up there, but not.
But to
yeah.
see how you could get with the signal?
That'd be fun.
Yes.
How,
You know
how,
what?
How did you get?
So I actually, my mom's boyfriend flew me all the way to, oh my God, Orville.
Yeah.
And yeah, you pretty much have a signal the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your altitude?
Does
The
that
only
surprise
time
you?
might drop is
I don't
like
know.
if
I don't
you
know.
are
So-
for
so
some
it's a-
reason
it's a
over
dome.
like the ocean or something where you're like not around
And there's
towers.
nothing
but if
impeding
you're
it
over
above.
towers-
Oh, is that what it is?
Line of sight, is that
That's
what you said?
clever.
No, it's like it's a
No.
dome. Like, it comes off the radio tower, like the towers, right? So it's a dome.
And there's
coming off
nothing
there,
impeding.
and there's nothing impeding it when you're at like 5,000 feet.
Again, he's able to use his Apple phone.
Could we
when he's
all
up
get
there.
in an airplane and do a co-show again?
We could. Southwest to sponsor it.
Hey!
I want peanuts.
I was gonna say we all can fit.
I want more points on my credit card.
Oh, we could. All right, let's
We'll
go to
be-
Alaska.
Yeah.
We'll be overweight if we go in a small.
Hey.
Not if we're in like
Easy.
an
We all got
First is my bald
resolution.
spot.
Now it's my mom.
I'm
Oh,
just saying.
no. I worked for a
Work it out.
for a summer, and I've seen the people that.
So
I
come
know I
they're
need to lose a
fine.
few
We
pounds.
will.
guys.
I promise. We'll just put you guys up front. We'll have to be in the back. It's just how it goes. You don't want to.
So have you hit every single business so far?
No, some of them were
Seriously?
circling back. Yeah.
We're
Really?
circling back,
Yeah.
trying really hard to get the shy ones on.
There's some folks on our radar. You know who you are.
You know. Who
Yeah.
is it? Let's tag him. Go.
Everyone. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Everyone. Carson, get him.
You.
Get him, Carson. Get him. Tag everybody.
Carson's like,
No.
I've only lived here for so long.
We just tagging random people in Lincoln, like, I don't know.
Hey, he just tagged Southwest Airlines.
Yes!
That's how that's how
Yeah.
stuff like gets going.
Hey,
That's how it-
who did?
yeah.
Remember who was the rapper?
E40.
Oh.
Yeah, E40. No, who was the other guy? The white guy.
It was Jordy. No.
You were like, we should totally tag this guy. I was like, yup. God,
Now, did
We
anything
tagged
happen?
Clay
That's the-
Matthews.
that's the
I was
question.
gonna say to do to respond.
No.
So like, who are you guys?
Riff Raff.
I'm gonna say.
Riff Raff.
Talking
I think
about, like,
Riff Raff was one of them
networks.
too.
Yeah. He says
No, it was Riff Raff.
next
Should try
May.
tagging me exactly right now.
Exactly right now.
Exactly
Tag
right
Riff Raff
network.
right now.
Right, exactly right. Network. Let's
Should
go.
reach out to
They must
Teddy
do
Bruschi.
podcasts, but they love funny shit.
Oh,
He's from
podcast,
Roseville.
huh?
He's
What?
from Roseville.
Podcast?
Oh
Is
yeah,
that
we got a
right?
podcast up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They like funny shit. They do.
Mm.
And I enjoy
Season
all their
2
funny shit.
starting next month.
We should be starting next month, right?
Yeah, season
Yeah.
2.
Podcast.
They were actually
Is that
going to go on the
right?
Howard
Is that
Stern
right?
show, but it got censored.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where their podcast is at.
Podcast.
Exactly
It's,
right.
A little
That's-
bit racy.
That's when you get to
Explicit
cuss.
rating.
Yeah, well.
Yeah,
We're not getting sponsored by
podcast
PBS
is
anytime
not,
soon.
it's definitely not.
Oh my gosh.
Not family.
Marguerite, Millie Vanilli, one of them's dead.
Did you
Way to
ever
go.
miss
Dang.
Or did he
Oh, no, it's for real.
It was
It's
my
for real.
radar. Or did you switch out glasses?
Isn't it one of them?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah. But good call. Good call, Marguerite.
I love Marguerite. She's one of my favorite people
How
ever.
always Mr. Parties out at
You
her
know what?
house. The big parties.
Man,
Parties are on
that was
point.
like one of the first things. I moved out here and she's like, you gotta go to Marguerite's.
Yeah. We've been there a couple times.
Okay.
Why don't we have a margarita out here?
You know what? You should have Marguerite. You know what? Okay, so that's another favorite guest.
And
I'm
Joe.
gonna- yes, and I'll tell you right now. So Marguerite, so I interviewed her on Valentine's Day because she is just an amazing person at like helping you to put things in perspective when you're like, you know, just feeling a little overwhelmed, you know, relationship wise. Like she's the first one to be like, okay, but what's your part? Or, you know, make a list of all the things that you love. And I'm like, dang, okay, I don't want to be in that space right now. Well, you know, years and years ago. But anyway.
Headspace.
Yeah, she's amazing, and she has just touched
We love you,
so many
Marguerite.
people's lives. Yeah, I can't say enough.
Do you guys know Marguerite?
Mhm.
Yeah,
You do. Part of your house, yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I've missed them every single one. Matter of fact, funny story. Heather, who worked with Heather Sims for a long time.
Oh my God, yes.
I know Heather. We go way back.
Yes.
Anyway, she said, "Would you cook? Would you cater and barbecue for one of Marguerite's?" And it never happened. I forget what happened, but I'm bummed that it didn't, because it could have rocked this world. So many good ribs.
I feel like there's so many things happening right now.
Yeah.
Like that's just down the line stuff right there.
Hey, we are set for the 12 Bridges Rib Cook-Off 2021.
Yeah.
What?
What?
Man.
2021. 2020 was a bitch.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm just gonna say it because everybody's thinking it and everybody knows it.
You just said
F that B
it.
word.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Did you hear about the 2019 rib cook-off though?
No.
No.
No. I feel like I missed out. You know what? We bought Lakeside, so damn it.
You bought Lakeside right as I left.
Yeah, I did.
Like,
Yep.
I remember Kelly like, oh, Mitzi lives in Lakeside. I'm like, where?
I know,
And,
like-
we were like a block away.
Yeah.
Really?
But we left about 2 weeks away from each other.
Yep.
See, I came out house hunting,
Mm-hmm.
showing me houses.
That's weird. That's what she does.
Weird, crazy. My boyfriend calls me and he's like, I was telling him, I was like, yeah, she's really cool. He's like, you're gonna be friends with her, aren't you? And I was like, hell yeah, I am. Here we are.
Well done. Well done.
So, who is a business then, or a guest, I should say, that you haven't quite got just yet that you want?
Wow. You know what? You know what? I don't know that I could put a name.
The Tavern. Oh.
I don't know that I could actually put a name on this person, but for whoever's watching,
Anthony
I-
Kiedis.
Oh, Mary Tyler Moore.
Yeah.
I know someone knows. I want someone who's like old school Lincoln, like generational. Okay, so my favorite was the Cuban Cowboy. He's another favorite. Do you know him?
Oh, yeah. He
Yes.
rides around a horse.
He does.
All over the place.
Yes. Love him.
When I first moved to Lincoln
have
down
to.
this way, and we had our first office, it was right across from it's now Stones, but it was what the heck was it? California Family, or not Family Fitness, whatever the gym was before.
Oh.
Anyways, that was where our office was, and I walked out to go get my car, and there was a horse
Yep.
tied up to a lamp pole, or to one of the light poles, and I was like, the fuck?
Right.
Took a picture and was like, there's a horse
Yes.
in the middle of all the other cars, and this horse, live horse, was tethered up to the light pole as if it was a car. And I was like,
I would see that.
that's
and be
Lincoln.
Yeah.
so at home, because in downtown Omaha, granted, Omaha is a huge city. There's like almost 1 million people in the surrounding area. However, downtown Omaha, you find people riding horses. There's carriages that
All
drag
over.
you around in cool, like Cinderella-looking carriages drawn by horses.
I gotta be honest.
It's normal.
If I could have a horse, 100% I would ride it around
Oh,
all
I mean,
over. I'd go to work
I
on a
would
horse.
love a
Your
horse.
CCNRs restrict that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about CC&R.
Yeah. Who's
ABCs
tattling
already
on all
all over
these
it.
trailer people?
Yeah, St. Louis
Yeah,
has
that
that
just
too.
sound really bad.
You have to go around in like a horse carriage and stuff like that as well.
That's fun.
All right.
And in Crystal's area, you can just go around in a horse.
Thumbs up, hearts for the Cuban Cowboy.
Yes.
Cuban
it's
Cowboy.
Rolando.
The Cuban Cowboy.
Rolando. That,
So what's funny about
We should
that?
absolutely have him on our show.
I
no,
have
you
For
have
show.
to.
I
Ride
have
your horse
I
there.
saw him in Rayleigh's
Please.
the other day.
Yay.
I had never known his name,
It's Rolando.
nor what he has been called.
Yeah.
So when you said Cuban Cowboy, I've
Uh-huh.
never
We all
heard that
knew
before
exactly
in my
what you're
life, but I knew exactly who you're talking about.
So my family might have coined that term. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But we used to live out in the country,
Pat
and
Penning.
he'd ride
Pat
by every day, and it was just like such a pleasure to see him. And he's always so nice and smiling, you know.
So does your family go back like generations within Lincoln?
Well, the same thing, 14 years. you
Oh,
know.
okay.
Yeah.
So when you say your family now, not like
Yeah.
parents and
No.
grandparents and all that.
No.
Gotcha.
No, but see, I mean, I feel like we moved here right at the time that Lincoln was really growing up. You know, but it was a whole different shift from growing up in Sacramento. You know, I get out here, I like get to a 4-way stop, I'm like, I'm going, and then I go, and then my daughter's like, Mom, isn't that the pastor at the church? I'm all, damn it. I'm okay. You go next time. You know?
Don't swear at him.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. Transition into Lincoln, right? You've been here for 14 years. We all live here. Like, where do you see, as much as you've been out in Lincoln, not real estate, not really. Where do you see Lincoln as a city going?
So it's interesting.
Hi, Natalie. Sorry, I'm gonna cut you off. She said Christmas sweater.
That's your ADD point?
Yeah.
She makes my heart happy. I love her.
That's the one.
You know, it's interesting because I feel like, in one way, you know, the city's been really intentional, even back before, you know, the city, the growth that we see now was even like a thought, really, like a real concrete thought. The city was really intentional with writing that general plan that requires the 40% open space and all of that.
7 villages and.
But see, that's kind of modeled after like Austin. Austin, Texas has the whole village and concept, and you just stay kind of in your village and all that. But it's like,
you know who else has that model?
Huh.
Boise, Idaho.
Oh,
It's pockets.
really?
Yep. So it's cool. So the whole point is like a central, and then you live around it. Central, live around it. And I've never been to Austin, but that sounds like that.
Yeah.
That's how LA is. There's like pockets, and you stay here,
Yeah.
you don't go here.
Yeah.
You stay here, and you don't go there.
Compton.
Love pockets of like, and then have nothing around you, like the
Yeah. It's kind of like why I
Feeling
like
of
12
not
bridges.
feeling like
I mean, we're
I'm
kind of
being-
in that little pocket.
I love it.
suffocated
Yeah.
by 1,000 people.
But she also gets to see Warren Buffett at McDonald's every once in a while. So
Yeah, actually, he pays an exact change,
he does.
and his house is very just like average.
The house that he bought in college, which is crazy.
It's
Wow.
a really nice. I mean, the neighborhood itself is lovely. My a lot of the kids I went to high school with lived in that neighborhood, so it's the only reason I know where he lives. But
Wow. Okay, so back to
amazing.
Lincoln.
Yeah, sorry. I'm
real
just
quick,
saying,
sorry.
I love.
I
no,
apologize.
I'm just saying,
Small
coming
town.
from where I came from, I love
Carson,
the
tag
feeling of,
all
like,
of Omaha, Nebraska.
I am not
3,
being
2,
like
1,
a
go.
million people, and then all of a sudden I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I have a little bit of room for you to just not be on my house. Thanks.
So where do you see
Mitzi,
Lincoln?
Hold on. You want to talk about generational? Have you talked to Ace Body and Toe yet?
No, I have not gotten.
They
that
are a
for sure.
generational family. They're
Yeah.
on their second generation taking over the job.
See,
Fantastic people.
Wasn't
Why don't you
Stan
reach
saying
out
that
to
too
them?
when we had him on?
I
His
think-
family was here for
Yeah.
a long time.
Yeah. They were
Stan
my
did
first
everybody.
job when I got out of the military. Was Ace Body and Toe hired me.
Well-
Fantastic people.
so do you guys know Joe Vigil? DJ Rockola. DJ Rockola. You'd know him if you saw him. I promise. Well, his
DJ Vigil?
no,
No,
DJ
DJ
Rockola.
Rockola.
It's
Screw it
Joe
all up.
Vigil. Joe Vigil. His
Yeah.
family's been here
He
forever.
drinks, he eats
And so-
Rockolas.
They used to have a town called Lupita's
Ah, I do know that.
way back in the day.
Mhm.
So it's so weird. Like I hear all these stories and I feel nostalgic. Like I grew up here, even though I didn't. Like I'm totally a poser, but.
Nobody
10 years.
knows.
If you've been somewhere for 10
Nobody
years,
knows.
I mean,
Yeah.
anything past that. So, but going back to like, where are we going?
Yeah.
Like, is it gonna be? I have heard and seen from the plans.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be
We're
bigger than Roosevelt Rockland,
Yep.
with an airport,
Yeah.
and that sort of a
Done.
yeah,
Lincoln will be amazing, and
like 20 years.
I think that
2030, yeah.
that if we keep our mind right, we still can keep that small town feel in the heart of the city, and you're still gonna have the burbs and all. Like it'll be what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
But I think the feeling of what you're talking about with Austin and a lot of these other cities, it's not so much the city planning that made that happen; it's the people planning that made it happen.
Absolutely.
Hopefully
Right.
that stays within there. Obviously, if you got a lot of land, there's a lot of big bucks coming in that are going to bring the skyscrapers and stuff like that. Side note, Tavern, we just tagged Warren Buffett.
And we're free, so he's watching. That's
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
Yes.
What
And
are you
we-
doing tonight, Warren?
We would love to have you on for financial advice. Warren
Did
Buffett.
you?
Oh my goodness.
I have one
That's
question.
us.
Did you invest in Airbnb and DoorDash? I just have to know.
Tesla. What are you
Probably
running
did.
on Tesla?
Yeah. Well, he's going to Texas too, so.
Is it like stock? Like,
So I have been
yeah, so
in a certain developer's
Warren Buffett's is the most expensive stock on the stock market.
office, whose
Like
company starts with an
$35,000
E and
on
ends in a T.
Okay.
Okay. I will say this. Probably not watching or whatever.
Yeah.
I've been in their
Oh,
conference
yeah.
room. So it's a big long table, and all the way around it, from door all the way around to door, was the development, the landowner, and the purchase of what's coming to Lincoln.
Right.
And I stood there and went,
Yeah.
Where's this at?
my gird.
Well, and let me tell you,
Guess what's coming? I went,
Where is this at?
Is there a
this-
Chipotle in that mix? Sorry.
there's Chipotle's,
Costco.
I'll
and
be
there
multiple,
are
yes.
strip malls, and there are homes that you don't even know. It's a developer that their name starts with an E and ends in a T.
Mmm.
easy development.
JMC, huh?
Yeah. Anyways, impressed, but know what's coming down the pipe within the next 10
So
something
then,
years.
will our
Yeah.
airport grow from what it is, like the size of it? Will they put in
international?
not international, but like there's smaller airports that have? I feel like
Southwest?
this airport doesn't have quite the building of like for TSA and whatnot.
Kind of like.
So it's not gonna
No, but
be
you're-
a regional that you'd fly out of.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not Mather.
But it's so we have Gulfstream as
Yeah.
a office here in Lincoln. They do a lot of some of their major corporate maintenance is
Okay.
flown out of Lincoln.
Okay.
So we do actually get some pretty big planes that actually fly in and out of Lincoln every once in a while.
So check this out real quick while you're thinking. Scott says, when I moved to Lincoln 20 years ago,
Mhm.
there were more horses than people, and I'm pretty sure his wife drove the first minivan. Probably. Marguerite says less than 5,000 people when we moved here.
That's nothing to
27
brag
years
about.
ago.
That's right.
That's nothing to brag about.
That's crazy. That's
See,
crazy.
and that's why we were intentional. When I bought my house in Lakeside intentionally
Okay.
because of the village.
Yeah.
Village 5 going out. Village 3 is out that way, and that's going to be the
Big one.
big one.
It looks so different from
The
when I
one out by Turkey Creek is
Mhm.
crazy.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I haven't been at the
village.
longest time, and I drove that way to, I don't know where I was going. I was like, holy crap.
They've been going nuts on
Uh-huh.
that.
What
Yeah.
village number is this? Or is this even a village?
You know what? So there are like
More of
This
a
is village
cabinet.
people.
I'm gonna get back to you guys with the
Big
We'll
one.
find a map
Yeah.
and send it to you tomorrow.
yeah. You know where you can find that too is Stewart Title right here in Lincoln.
And you did a show with them.
I did.
Mhm.
I did.
Saw that one. Pretty
You know,
good.
She jumped right in and just like bailed me out. I had no guests last minute. I was like, Kayla, I'm gonna
Yeah.
come over.
Title
I need
company's
to
coming
talk
through
about
last
that."
minute. That is
Yes.
the name of the game for title companies.
I will
Totally.
tell you, if you ever don't have a guest and
Yes.
we don't have a guest, let's connect and guest it up.
That's amazing.
Guess on guess on
Just
guess.
Guess on guess on guess on guess.
Yeah. Not to this makeshift
Yeah.
bar.
Sometimes we don't. We're
Hey,
like,
come hang
whatever.
out in my
I'll
garage.
force
It'll
my
be good.
introverted boyfriend to come with all his nice whiskeys, and we can just sit and sample them.
We've had a
Yes.
couple sample shows.
Okay, we're
and
gonna
it's
have to bring
been
our bar.
amazing.
Yeah.
I bet.
Okay, so what does the future look like for
Yeah.
Lincoln Live? Where are you going?
So, you know, we're always looking to improve. We're always looking to grow. You know, and I love the fact that we're still continuing to highlight the businesses.
Yeah.
I also want to make sure that we're telling Lincoln's story in
Yep.
a more meaningful way. We had a segment that would kind of like we would post in between shows there for a while, and it was fun facts about Lincoln. And I got stumped
I
at
don't know.
Sheridan. I actually got stumped at Sheridan because there's not a lot of information available. And I feel like Sheridan's story is so amazing and it should be told.
I have no clue what the hell the story is.
Oh my god, so
What is
Sheridan
it?
Sheridan was like, that was the spot back in the day. Like they had like, yes, they had like 2 dance halls, they had the big train station, all the
They had
gold
a
miners.
post office.
Totally,
Still
well
there.
they still have a post office.
Crazy.
Yeah.
They had a
Closes at 2.
tavern.
Those are hard.
Closes at 2, yeah.
It does. Yep.
But that was the spot. In fact, back in the day, they were looking at Sheridan to be the capital of California.
Wow.
Yeah. And so it was a toss-up, right? So Sheridan has the train station, and you know, all of the gold miners would kind of come down from Auburn and stop in Sheridan and kind of rest up and do their stuff, and then they go down to Sacramento. Well, then there was Sacramento, and you had the meeting of the rivers. So it was kind of a toss-up. Then all of a sudden, there's like mysterious fires that are set in Sheridan. Whole town burns down.
Really?
Wow.
I have a question on
And it really hasn't
California
recovered.
history.
Okay.
Has your
I probably
I don't know
capital,
who Gavin is.
has the capital ever changed? Like, has it
Yes.
always been
That was
Sacramento?
Benicia in the past.
No.
I don't even know where that's at.
Benicia, East Bay.
Was it? It's like right outside San Francisco.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well,
I
Benicia
just
used to be
remember
the
when I
capital,
found
yeah.
out as a kid
Wow.
that
I did not
our
know that.
capital wasn't always our capital. I was like, excuse me, because there's this huge
You know the
giant statue on the top of the building, and apparently that got moved from Omaha to Lincoln, Nebraska. So I was like,
Okay.
you
do
know
people
the
do that? You change your
Well, like on
capital?
the
That's
seal
bullshit.
sheet.
I mean, Washington,
How do you pass
courthouse
that
in
quiz
Auburn?
in grade
Oh yeah,
school?
that's right.
Washington
Eureka,
D.C. was the
Benicia,
capital for a
Sacramento.
long
I think
time.
it's been in various places.
See, I always thought that meant like
the
Eureka,
courthouse
like,
in
found it.
Auburn used to be our
I
capital.
did.
Man, I don't know.
We should look into it. I know Benicia for a fact has been once the capital.
So we
Yeah.
have
We've had like 19.
what's commonly
Yeah.
known as a
I think it's like 19
on our team,
capitals
and he's
that
a
we've
really
had,
good
yeah.
fact checker. His name is Carson.
Really?
So he will find us whatever
Yeah,
we want.
Carson is
I
at
love that.
19.
Do you want
How
drugs?
how many different state
He'll
capitals
find it.
have we had?
Is
in
it
Carson?
Of course, they
Carson,
just
19?
say go.
Do you want facts? He'll
I think-
find it. Do you want drugs? Do you want? Do you want right answers? on
Carson, I
trivia?
didn't talk to you.
Carson will find it.
Common Core. Can
The
you
Common Core, he'll find it.
Great.
Because I don't know the answer to
So,
anything.
so hold on. I want to take a straw poll right here.
Okay.
Carson, you can't answer because you live with a teacher.
Yeah.
Shut up. And by live with a teacher, I believe you guys are married. Did
Way to clarify.
do any of you guys know how many subjects Common Core covers?
Why
This
do we
is
keep on
taking
talking
a
about
turn.
No, no,
This
no.
has
Are
nothing
you
to do
really-
with Lincoln
are you
Life,
just freaking
but that's
out?
the
That's
show.
okay.
I
That's the
just
show.
learned
I love
something,
it.
Common
and
Core.
I don't think
She doesn't
any
even
of
know
you
what
guys
it is.
Oh,
Okay.
just have
We'll
kids,
get there.
that's
We'll
fine.
get there.
Yeah, you don't
Answer
wanna
the
know.
question.
No.
Okay,
No
say that again.
children.
How many
Ignore.
subjects does Common Core cover?
I don't know
Gosh.
any of them. So.
Five.
Four.
Like 3?
Too many questions.
Five.
How many questions?
All of them.
It's
Divided by what?
Common Core is all of
Divided
it. It's
by
how they're teaching all the subjects. I did not know this.
Math.
But
Oh,
Math,
you're talking
English,
about-
science, and history.
Okay,
That was just
now I
math.
understand.
No,
why
I
you're-
did too. I thought it
Common
was.
Core. Now I get what you're saying.
I thought it was.
We're
Go ahead.
Wait, you're saying Common Core isn't just math, English, science, and history?
It is all of those. It's
He's a
not
math.
just math. A lot of people think that
It's
Common
just
Core
math.
is just math. It's
Oh.
actually not.
No.
Don't talk math with him, he's a lender.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
math.
Yeah.
Don't make me look bad.
Stop.
Jesus.
Stop with the math. Yeah.
You don't notice that I'm smashing a calculator really
Scott,
fast in the background.
Scott, I agree with you. I actually fancy
Killing
myself
Carson is what you're
an
doing.
intelligent human to a certain degree about things. I can't help my
Wait, so it is just
6-year-old.
I can't either.
It's how
I
teachers
can't help
supposed to
my
teach across the
9-year-old
board.
how to
It's
do
not
it.
just how math
Yeah.
is taught.
I get frustrated.
It's
I get
tough.
mad.
I knew that.
Whatever.
I'm all for
I
that.
thought it was just math.
That's
No,
what
but
Don't
I
even do
mean.
it. Don't even do it.
That's what
Don't
they
even do
hold
it.
their tests.
The real life education starts when you get out of school anyway.
I don't think- I
Hashtag
don't
true
think-
life.
True. Let's teach taxes in school.
Yeah. Or
How to do your
pay a bill.
taxes.
Oh, that's how you get a kid to pay attention.
That and credit. If
Yeah.
you could just cover credit in like fourth grade.
If
on,
someone could have
Yeah.
told me how
Really
to
appreciate
properly
that.
use a
I
credit
would
card
really
as a
appreciate
child,
that.
that would have been so handy at my 18-year-old age.
Okay, so let's go back to
Okay.
to Lincoln Live. I don't think we answered it.
Which one?
Future.
Oh, well, so that's really it. I mean, just
Next Tuesday.
getting more of a holistic picture of Lincoln
Yeah.
and who we are and what we're about, and then just creating this culture that we can use to help as people are coming into the area. Like
Mhm.
they can see, like, hey, this is how you act.
Wait.
Don't be a
be
That
cutting
was
them
actually
off.
really good. Like we should have an etiquette show.
Yeah.
We should.
This-
we should not.
No.
You should have. Boom. Insert whatever.
Nani, are you still
Health
watching?
class brought to
Please
you by
reply.
Ty.
Thumbs up.
Can you still see Mike's bald spot?
Yeah, she's like, oh, this bald spot's terrible.
I can see
I
it.
can see it.
Come
There
over.
it is.
I know. I even tried to push
Oh
it
my
down.
gosh. Okay.
So how are we doing on time?
Good. We usually wrap it up right about now, but we can keep going if you want to.
I'm gonna tell you guys a really terrible story, and it's probably the creamsicle talking.
Yeah.
Ready?
We have an amazing
No
thing here on the show
embarrassing
called
Nothing.
Breaking news.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Thank God, because I thought that she might actually have an embarrassing story about me tonight.
No, it's about me.
Okay.
So
Breaking news.
my amazing, handsome husband. Hi, baby. I know he's watching.
So
He's gotta be watching. I hope you're watching because I need your help. Because on my way in, I don't know if you guys heard the loud boom,
Uh-uh.
Nope,
but
I
you
heard
guys
nothing.
have like that curb across the
Oh.
street.
Okay.
Yeah.
She means not just the curb. There's
The fire?
The drain.
No, there's the drain.
The drain right from my house.
The drain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody does
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah.
I think
it's
you and I've
Fox.
done it.
Do you need
We
Yeah.
got you. We got you.
We got you.
We
Oh,
got you.
good.
Okay, hold on. Right after this, after we close out, we're gonna go live again. And we're gonna go see her tire.
Oh no.
Tag Ace Buddy in
It's
tow.
not that bad. I looked at it. It's really not that bad.
Really? Is it right by your house?
Yeah.
She's
right from my house.
amazing.
It's right over
Dan, hold on, real quick. Dan.
I can't tell you how many people have hit that.
Yeah, the one that lived in AP.
Yes.
Remember, she was hammered.
Yeah.
She did the same thing. We're sitting out front, and we
Well,
heard this.
She
What?
wasn't
I
here.
wasn't
I
even
promise.
hammered. I
You
wasn't
just
even
broke
hammered.
Sober.
You just broke code word, bro.
Yeah.
You know what?
What the hell you doing? You used to be in the military.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. So your husband. So he has to come here tonight.
Well, I don't
No,
know.
he doesn't have to.
No,
come here
no, no.
tonight.
Well,
We
that's
can
it.
take care
I
of it.
hope
We'll
that
take care of
figure
it.
it out.
We got it. We got it.
My
I
wife
just
knows how to
figured
change a
I'd let
tire.
her
I'll
know.
get her out.
Her lower
can't.
body
Do I
strength
want
is
to?
amazing.
She just ran 4 miles today, so
Yeah.
she can definitely change it.
No, we'll hook you up. We'll help.
We got it.
So the second part to the story is, it's alright. It's gonna be an expensive Uber, but my 18-year-old daughter is getting off of Spencer's right now, so I'm gonna call her an Uber.
Dang.
And it's so funny because I try to make her get her own Uber, and it's like $30. Anyway, that's what happens when you're in a hurry.
Tag lift. Tag lift.
Yeah, it's like it's better than Uber. Yeah, never mind.
It is. I got scammed by the Uber on my way to go house hunting.
No.
Oh my God.
They're public now, so they don't scam.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I got all my money drained from my banking
Did you
account.
buy
I
it? Is that why?
Uber.
That
Good,
is
'cause
terrible.
Over and over, and then I got out
hemorrhaging
here and
money.
tried to get a rental car and couldn't.
Oh.
That happened to me one time when
Turo.
my husband was drunk and the
Turo
Ubers
is
were
where
like,
you should
nope,
go
That's
first.
what we
you're not gonna
did.
throw up in my
Turo's
car.
where-
You're gonna turn around.
Tag.
Anyway,
Carson.
Turo, you're the
Tag
best.
Turo, please.
Wait.
So
long
Don't
story-
take turn.
Oh, don't tag Turo.
Dude,
Tag Enterprise.
Tag Enterprise.
Tag Enterprise.
Jeez, come on, man.
Sorry, but
So I
if
hope
If you want a
you're-
corporate lease.
I hope you never
If
scold.
you want anything, Tag Enterprise.
Yeah.
for tonight, you're all here.
Oh, you're
1,
out.
2,
No.
3, 4.
Yeah,
Well,
this guy
live on
over
the
there.
spot.
Sorry,
I've been
Chris,
right there.
Yeah, he go.
Yeah, he came out. He was like,
Can I help you?
he's like, no. He's
Good
like, I
call.
hope your tire's okay.
Yeah.
I go, no, it's not. I gotta go.
I come out.
Put it in.
I come out and he's like, are you gonna fix it? And I was like, no, not right now. We'll fix it later.
That has never happened.
It's probably up on a lift right now. Yeah. Just in case you're wondering.
The
Yeah.
fact that you
That's
blew a
amazing.
tire just to run in on Tap Talks is
Man.
amazing.
Oh my god, I was running and I was like, never mind all that.
It'll
I
be
like
okay.
to walk. Thank
I have an
you.
interview.
Yeah.
Where? In that garage.
Yeah. So many good
Oh
stories.
my
You might
god.
have it.
Well, hey,
No, it's not the garage. It's the bar.
it is 100%.
Yeah.
Okay, so
That does make money.
we are gonna go
No.
and
It's
sign
all
off
free.
here,
It's a
and we're gonna
for-profit,
go out
or
and
not
we are
for-
gonna see what this looks like. You guys cool with that?
Okay.
Because you said it.
No, you guys can see, but I have to tell you, we didn't get to hear everyone else's story. So you guys are gonna have to be on my show now.
Oh.
Wait, are we on yours right
now?
I mean, yeah, but this is more your show. Let's be real.
Yeah. Well,
This
I
is-
want to hear about
We don't have a-
everyone,
there's
what
not a
you guys
business
do.
number.
What she's
go.
gonna
This
do
is it.
is she's gonna
I
ask
know.
about what you do and what you do and what you do.
All
and what
submarines
you do.
coming out.
Well, yeah.
Everyone's gonna love my business.
Yeah.
Really, what's your business?
I build custom submarines for the rich and famous.
Oh my god, no you don't.
Go deep for
That
cheap.
is-
No, you don't.
Yeah.
So
.com.
that's
Yeah.
the show. Like that could have been our whole show.
That's the
Yes.
show.
Yeah.
Go deep for cheap.
But we
is
can
the name of his
amazing.
company.
She can spend the whole time. She's
Yeah.
amazing
.com.
at like.
Extracting information.
Yeah, but it.
Have you guys ever heard of Jacques
Such a
Cousteau?
conversational, not like
Yes.
awkward way.
Oh my god. Yes.
What does that have to do with anything?
I was just wondering.
So
Did
we
you
are
guys ever
super
see-
stoked. Thank you, Lincoln Live, for being here
Thank you guys.
and hanging out with us. As you can see, we are gonna go now
Jock
and
yourself.
go see.
Stop that guy.
Yep.
No, we're gonna close off and we're gonna go see your.
We're gonna help
but
you
I
out.
can you make
Because
sure.
I have to switch up to a phone to go out there. That's why. That's why. There's no.
All right, all right.
Everybody, are you guys emotionally invested in seeing this tire?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's
I
do
need
it.
another drink, so
Well,
someone try to my
all right.
Bye, friends.
Thank you very much for hanging out with us tonight.
We will tell you what the raffle is tomorrow.
I love it.
Thanks, friends.
Mitzi, how are you?